Hello BIM learners, welcome to BIM Modeler channel. This is Raj. In this tutorial we're going to see a parametric table which consists of parametric leg, and we're going to use the same leg here which we have discussed earlier tutorial. And if you have not watched yet, go back to the previous video which is in the link below, and learn those angle constraint. You can follow this tutorial, and I hope you will like this tutorial and you will learn something from this. Do subscribe if you are not subscribed yet, like it and share it with your learning friends. Let's start the tutorial. This is from the previous tutorial, leg family. Let's start the new family. I like to start with a generic model. Close the background view. Change the category to a furniture. Click OK. Save the family and to the appropriate location and change the backup file. Backup file as 1, select OK and save it. Create the reference plane and a parameter constraint. So this is going to be a table family. So I'm going to create a table width and length. It requires 4 work planes, horizontal 2 and vertical 2. Create a equilateral dimension so that it maintains both the side equal, so that the center axis remains in the center. Create the dimension for both. Select the dimension and create the parameter table length. On the left side, create the parameter as table width. We have to create a leg family, which is the offset from the width of the table or the length of the table. So I'm creating a reference plane on all the sides. You can draw it approximately. Later we can assign a parameter as offset value. Create the dimension. If I want to know more about the reference plane, you can click the I section on the top. You will be able to know reference plane and reference line full details. Select all the dimensions and assign the parameter as leg offset. Now you can see that all the offset value which is maintaining 120. Lock the value so that it will not change with the other values. Change the table length and width values. Make sure you are flexing it and works the dimensions are perfectly. I like to keep it as 180. OK. Go to the front view. Similarly, we have to create a reference plane for our table height. You can click the temporary dimension and make it as permanent, and create another reference plane which will be very useful to constrain the table top thickness. Create the parameter as table height. Create the another dimension for the bottom of that, which is the leg height. The other one which is for the thickness of the table top. Create the dimension parameter which is leg height. click OK. I like to create it as table top thickness height, but by assigning that it will create a constraint override because already we have table height, so it will conflict each other. You can see that table top thickness, it will give you the dimension over constraint. So we have to remove the constraint, any one of the constraint. So we have to remove the table height. I will change it as none value. Then I could assign the table thickness value here. Now later go to the type of the parameter and you can assign the formula as the leg height. You can calculate it. Copy the table thickness and paste it on the leg height and minus, you have to make it as plus, sorry, not the again tabletop. We have to add the table top thickness height, yeah, table height minus table top thickness, so automatically it will be leg height. Change the table height value as 750. Lock all the parameters so that it will not affect any other elements if you are changing. Table top thickness as 50, it's adjusting automatically, and change that into a 30 value. I think it's good. Click OK. One more parameter which is pending, so you can tick the logging parameters and click OK. Then close the background view. Now everything is good. We have to create our leg family, load the family which is from the previous tutorial. Place it as in the work plane, I mean in the level. Use the space to rotate it. Place it all around the corner. Later we can do a align. Use the command align AL. Change their type value. So we have the type as actual height, which is here leg height. Assign the parameter. For the angle 1 and angle 2, you can assign a parameter here. Angle 1 and angle 2. So every leg it is controlled, all the parameters are controlled here. Now if you wanted to go back to the other view, to the leg family, change that everything we wanted to control separately. So change the formula as angle 1 and remove the formula equaling both the values. Load the value back to the project and override the existing version, which is important. Now go to the front view and you could see that it's constrained properly to the height of the leg height. Now use the align command AL and lock the all reference with the leg families. It is done. Now we have to create the tabletop. You can use the extrusion. Create an extrude rectangle with the radius value of 25. You can click the corner and end the rectangular, so automatically after ending it you could see the radius, and lock all 4 corners. If you missed it, use the align command and lock it. Go to the front view, you could see that the reference plane on the ground, we have to change that to the leg height position. So pick the plane, work plane, pick the top plane. Automatically it will ask us to move to the reference level. OK. Go back to the front view. Now you could see that the pink lines which is on the top. Finish it. Now the extrude which is completed with 250 thickness. Now you could use the align or stretching option to align it. Use the align, reference plane, lock it. As simple it is, its tabletop is created. We need the leg support extrusion also. You could see that in 3D. Going back to the floor plan, create another extrude which supports the leg. Keep the offset value so that from the clicking position it will take 25. So it will be automatically constrained. You could check that by changing the table length value. You don't have to lock anything. You should not lock any other element with the extrude. Go to the front view. Now finish it. In a similar way, you can use the grip or align tool. Lock in place. Take the dimensions, measure the value. It's 83, and you can use the grip. And if you wanted the previous value, you could see that in the left side instance property, you can change exactly minus 30. Once it is done, don't forget to lock the dimension. Go to 3D, check it one more time. It's looking good. Change it into realistic to shaded. Now we have to keep only one angle. I don't want to keep all the sides angle. You can check that if I change both the angle as 25-25, you can see from the top view the legs spreading out. I like to keep it on the left side angle and the right side angle, and if I change only one angle as 0, so automatically you can see that it's rotating, flipping all around. So in this case I wanted to create a parameter or create another type of a leg family, so that it remains and it maintains the two types in one side and another two types on the other side. Now you can see after applying 10, it's shifting to the other side. You can see that these two are aligned properly, and this particular family need to create another type. I'm going to rename the existing one as type 1, and I will create the same as type 2. Okay. Now I like to change their value as opposite 10 degree, and the other one will be 0. Once it is assigned, you could see that the leg flipped. Similar way, the other side diagonal leg also need to be changed as type 2. Now you could see that the leg it's automatically tilted to the one angle side. So that's it. You could see now these two are type 1, the other two are type 2 family. You could do the same trick in another way, but I wanted to make it as simple as I could possibly. Now select the top of the table and assign a material which is the same material we have used on the leg, birchwood. For the bottom one, we can select and assign the material as dark wood. Make it as realistic. You could see that our material got applied and families are parametrically constrained. Save the family, load into project to the project what we are using from the beginning. Place the families. That's it. So if you need any other types to be created for the table, you can create it. You could see that the stool family is also there. You can compare it. We are using the same leg. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I helped you to create a parametric table with the angle constraint. Do share it with your learning friends, and if you have any other questions or any other commands which you wanted to address, you can leave the comments below. I will address as soon as possible. And if you subscribe, you are supporting me. Thank you so much for that. See you on the next tutorial, which is the parametric tool family, which uses the same leg we have created earlier. Cheers.